In 2015, a YouTube channel began uploading strange and disturbing videos of distressed young women. The thumbnails depicted severed pig heads or dead animals. These videos contained shocking titles like How to Transport a Semi-Unconscious Girl or From the Bar to the Basement. The catalog progressed to advice for kidnapping women, with video descriptions like Always Get the Girl Alone, Relate to Her, Lie, and Lie Some More. Another video, with a title that translates to She is Waking Up, shows a distressed woman lying on the floor while a high-pitched tone plays. The video description reads, "First you have to go out for the reconnaissance. You look around to see who there is and which ones are suitable. We go hunting. You have to manipulate their mind and endure when they talk too much. You have to focus on the final goal. You have to be able to bring them home." This is the YouTube channel OO390. The channel description is written in English and Italian. It reads, "Do not subscribe, you bother me. Do not offer me money for affiliation or visualization or other. I am not interested. At best, offer me some typical food of your country." At the bottom, in Italian only, is a sentence that translates to, "I like cold girls, but alive." The troubling content of this channel has attracted some attention. Viewers theorize that the creator is a kidnapper who is documenting his crimes. Others claim that it is simply an art project or alternative reality game. So who is OO390? And what is the truth behind their disturbing videos? An obscure video uploaded in January 2016, titled Pet Monster Forgotten Video, may not seem like the most relevant place to start. The video consists of several clips of amateur music performers overlaid with unsettling images, including a brief clip of a man wearing face paint who is identified as Pet Chic. The most disturbing developments occur near the end of the video. It cycles through a series of photographs. First is the notorious photo of Regina K. Walters, a photo that was taken by serial killer Robert Ben Rhodes before he murdered her. The image has been decorated with hearts. This is followed by a photograph of a young woman with her mouth duct taped. She is rumored to be the missing Tara Kaliko, who was likely kidnapped in 1988. The third photograph is the model Judy Dull in bondage before she was murdered by Harvey Glatman. The final photograph is Kathleen Allen and the serial killer Leonard Lake. The video description reads, "This is a forgotten video of Pet Monster channel." Pet Monster and Pet Chic are connected to a bizarre cult-like community that surrounds another channel, Pet and Chic. The channel was founded in 2014, a year before OO390 was created, and it's run by a couple who refer to themselves as Pet Monster and Monster Chic. It hosts a variety of short clips that make extensive use of green screens and photo filters. The videos are difficult to decipher, perhaps angled to be meta-ironic, or perhaps not. It's unclear whether the jokes are meant to be shared by the viewer or if they're made at the expense of the viewer. These videos only garner a few hundred views, but they have an incredible level of engagement in the comment section. For example, the video titled Pet Flicks is a mashup of Aqua Teen Hunger Force and various clips of Hollywood actors. It has recorded under 300 views. However, it has a staggering 138 comments from different accounts, lavishing enthusiastic praise for the video and channel. For example, Wondergirl writes, "Oh my god, this is hilarious. Your editing is top tier. I really enjoyed watching this amazing video of yours. Keep going." Badboy3420 writes, "Nice video, Pet and Chic. Keep up the awesome work." And It's a Rome Thing Every Day states, "I love the wheels off you, Pet and Chic. You have brought a great community together here on the tube. Your continued perseverance and selfless support of all of us members here has been a godsend to all of us." One may theorize that these are bots or sock puppet accounts used to inflate engagement metrics, but when examining these accounts, they appear to be real people with their own videos. For example, Wondergirl makes videos on TikTok trends and makeup. Badboy3420 uploads gaming videos, and It's a Rome Thing Every Day is perhaps the most interesting commenter. He mostly does reviews of unappealing dollar store food, but one of his videos, titled #CreateNotHateCommunity, provides some insight into Pet and Chic. Notably, it shares the same hashtag as the aforementioned Pet and Chic video. In this video, he mentions that he was linked to a video about Create Not Hate on Google Hangouts by someone named Granny Monster. According to him, Create Not Hate is an enduring and selfless, heart-given entity that could unite and join a community together. It has become a way of life for him, similar to the Pet and Chic videos. This video has a low view count with a disproportionate amount of engagement. The hashtag Create Not Hate links to a staggering number of videos from various channels, many of which mention Pet Monster directly. These videos refer to the members of this community as mothers. The strange nature of these seemingly unconnected videos beneath the umbrella of Pet Monster suggests an ARG, but the videos are too disorganized and non-directional. They do not point viewers to new clues or questions. Many of these videos are older people simply talking into their webcam. However, they all praise and support Create Not Hate, even though none can clearly define what it is. Even more bizarrely, this movement has been ongoing for several years, and it appears to have many similarities with a cult. For example, a video of a woman who refers to herself as Monster Mom uses digital manipulation to hide her voice and thank Pet Monster and Monster Chic.
And then Pet Monster and Monster Chick. I said it correctly. Okay, they came and said, "You can be Monster Mom," and I said, "Thank you." And not only that, I was told not to hate, and then I had to stop ranting. Okay, so I had to make a lot of apology videos. That was not.
As the video by OO390 implies, Pet and Chic wasn't Pet Monster's first channel. His original channel was apparently banned, which led to another hashtag, Bring Back Pet Monster. Much like Create Not Hate, this hashtag is full of people fighting for Pet Monster's cause. There's even a petition to unban him from YouTube. The petition, created by user Kill Death, has amassed 428 signatures. According to a video from the Crazy Insane Network, the reason for Pet Monster's ban was promoting other people's channels. But was this really the case? Or was he banned for something more sinister? In a YouTube comment, Pet Monster wrote, "My old ancient name was Hate Leader. I was motherfucking evil and wicked. Trust me, no one wants that guy back. Monster Chic came in my life and I saw things differently. But I was beyond brutal at one time. If I can change from Hate Leader to Pet Monster and bring Create Not Hate to the table, then anybody has hope." Digging deeper into the Pet and Chic network uncovers a number of curiosities. While the majority of videos in this network receive little viewership, one video from Granny Monster has 9 million views. It consists of a 1-minute slideshow of images related to the Chinese New Year, alongside anime pictures. Another channel that frequently appears under the Create Not Hate hashtag is Baphomet666 Monster. This user posts strange, abstract videos and contains satanic references. They published a podcast on SoundCloud titled Why I Decided to Be a Monster and Where I Found Wild Rumors About Our Monster Family. Using a text-to-speech voice, they explain how they joined Pet Monster's community and how every comment made them celebrate, dance, and sing. On one of Pet Chic's videos, the user Shapeshift13 commented, "Good editing, Dad." Shapeshift's channel hosts a variety of strange content, including a disturbing video titled My Dad Won't Leave the Basement, which shows a shirtless older man screaming incoherently in a filthy basement. Pet Chic commented on the video saying, "Well, no wonder he won't leave. It's so comfy down there." Some of the more disturbing videos have been taken down from YouTube, but discussions remain on other forums, speculating about the Pet Chic network's connection to cannibalism and kidnapping. Much like OO390, the horrifying content and unsettling themes suggest a dark truth. A series of videos from OO390 covertly documents women who he claims are sex workers. A chilling example is the video titled Visit at Chinese Massage Parlor. The person behind the camera, presumably OO390, explores the interior of a shady massage parlor where the signs are written in Italian. The unsuspecting women appear to be unaware they are being filmed. While the camera operator is censored, they make no effort to hide the faces or bodies of the women in the footage. The haunting description of this video translates accordingly. This is a long series of visits that I will have to do. Before cooking the meat, it must be selected. You have to find the best one, so in the end, the dish will be perfect. Or at least, almost. Another video, titled Exploring Summer Night Streets, has a similar description alluding to cannibalism. It reads, "There are departments for vegetables, meats, fishes, and snacks. There's a department for potato chips, and there are different kinds and forms of chip. Classic, spicy, sour, long, thin, sea salt, corn, cheese. You can't taste. You must choose, looking at the package. Every time you can try a different potato chip. Only thing is, you can't know if they are good until you eat them. In the street, it is the same." These sinister undertones can be found in many other videos, as OO390 stalks and films women on busy streets or in public stores. The video Test 00 contains footage filmed with exaggerated zoom lenses, recording young women from afar. These videos betray a focused victimology on young, tall, and slender women with striking features. Women who look like they could be fashion models. As unnerving as this may seem, it's merely the beginning of a descent into far more disturbing content. A video titled Confusion tours a sinister collection of cooking equipment and weapons, including an axe and machete. An unattended cell phone plays footage of what could be another kidnapping. With no audio or video description, the viewer is left with a sense of malevolence and confusion about the true implications of the footage. Another video, titled Girl Talk Too Much, contains an outsized severed tongue suspended from a rope against a backdrop of red curtains. The organ likely belonged to an animal. Bizarrely, other videos on the channel contain ordinary cooking showcases of dishes like curry chicken, goulash, and sausages, but in the context of the wider channel, there remains the malicious insinuation that these dishes contain something other than animal meat. The previously mentioned video, titled How to Transport a Semi-Unconscious Girl, has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service, and it cannot be shared here. The 47-second clip portrays a man attempting to lift and carry a woman who appears to be drugged. The footage is low resolution and destabilized, but on examination, the trembling camera work seems contrived, as if it were an effect added in post-production. And there are two moments that pique curiosity. When the man faces the camera, his face is censored, but not entirely. At approximately the 25-second mark, it is momentarily visible. Seconds later, the woman appears to shift her leg to support herself. Could this suggest that the video is staged? Moreover, how can we be sure that this was filmed by OO390 and not taken from some other source? For example, the video from the bar to the basement, which seems to offer advice for kidnapping women, is actually an edited clip from the comedy movie School for Scoundrels. It's worth noting that there exists a genre of fetish pornography centered on the lifting and carrying of unconscious women. Is it possible that the clip originated from such a source? The shadows cast by these videos are dark, and the anonymity of OO390 only heightens the unease of this enigmatic channel. By piecing together the scant clues available, perhaps we can unmask the mysterious figure at the heart of OO390. The disquieting nature of OO390 has compelled many to search for his true identity, beginning with an examination of the footage. Several videos contain identifiable landmarks, potentially shedding light on his whereabouts. For instance, the video How to Find a Girl in the Midst of Many Normal People appears to have been filmed in Milan, Italy, in the vicinity of 15 Via Torino. The OVS storefront in the video matches the one that is visible on Google Street View. Additionally, the short video, X is the True King, portrays OO390 following and covertly filming young women outside of a storefront that reads La Della Gelateria. A matching storefront can be found in Milan on Via Lodovico il Moro. In the video Exploring Sunny Day, a sign for a vineyard is seen at the 20-second mark, indicating that it was filmed in a semi-rural area just outside Milan. A curious lead on Reddit suggests that someone may have identified OO390. In a post on the RBI subreddit, a user shared a link to the homepage of Marco Colombo, a fashion photographer in Milan. Intriguingly, Colombo's About Me page is nestled within a subpage of an Italian Bill Murray fan site. The page reveals that Colombo specializes in portraits of off-duty catwalk models, with a keen eye for up-and-coming or lesser-known talents. On this page, a sentence reads, "Always looking for beauty and style, I see you." And as if to add fuel to the fire of speculation, further down the page, there are references to channel OO390. Colombo writes, after the USA and the Russian version that made millions of visitors, in collaboration with the channel OO390, surveillance camera arrives in Italy. Social experiment made by me, which includes 3 classic episodes and 1 special experimental episode. This description corresponds to videos on the OO390 channel. He goes on to say, these experimental videos, created with editing various materials, this is a trip in the deep of your mind. It generates different images and emotions. Everything depends on you. Beware, something can disturb you and can bring out some buried memories. If you are impressionable, don't watch it. In addition to his darker pursuits, Colombo dabbles in cooking. He writes about filming food documentaries for local TV stations and maintains a personal YouTube channel filled with seemingly normal cooking videos. The mundanity serves as a stark contrast to the filmography of OO390. On Instagram, under the moniker Scrogged, he shares snapshots of fashion models on the streets of Milan, reminiscent of OO390, minus the eeriness. The username Scrogged has a large internet footprint. For example, there's an account by that name on an Italian forum dedicated to the art of cooking pizza. The account's profile states that it is based in Milan and links to Columbo's Bill Murray fansite. sᴜᴘᴘᴏ has made over 1,000 posts on this site, none of which seem to involve cannibalism or other unsettling material. Another account named sᴜᴘᴘᴏ is registered on an Italian creepypasta forum. In the Real Experiences section of the forum, he posted a thread titled, "I See People Disappear." Columbo writes, "I'm opening this discussion to find out if anyone knows the name of the phenomenon I will describe below, because I'm trying in every way to get information since I've experienced it firsthand twice. The phenomenon can be described as follows. In a square or in a street, there is a person who is walking in the middle of a crowd, even a small one. When this person is lost from sight, even for just half a second, he disappears. Maybe he is covered from another that passes in front, but in the following moments, she is no longer seen. Disappearance." Brief introduction. I have been taking street photos for some years, in particular photos of specific people for the way they dress. I started doing them after the death of the photographer Bill Cunningham, who took this kind of photo. I make this premise to say that I observe people a lot while standing still in one point of a square or a busy street, and I like to try to understand who they are, what work they do, what they are going to do, etc. I also say this because hardly anyone looks at unfamiliar people for more than a moment. They are all busy with their thoughts and actions. First experience. In mid-October 2017, I was on a street with few people, and I noticed a girl with a long skirt who is walking slowly, and before she crosses the street, I get ready and take a picture of her. I cross the street, I turn around, and the girl has disappeared. There were few people in the street. There were no nearby shop entrances, and she was walking very slowly and was busy with her smartphone in her hand. She had simply disappeared. In these years, I have occasionally doubted myself that I had only lost sight of her, even if the facts said that this was not the case. Sometimes I think about that girl. OO390's video, "Dressed Girl in the Bath, Scared, Screams," contains the same motif of disappearing women. It captures a distressed young woman sitting in a bathtub and screaming. As she screams, she abruptly disappears, and the sound of her voice is replaced by music. It appears increasingly likely that Marco Colombo is the mastermind behind at least a portion of OO390. It is unlikely that he is a murderer or a kidnapper. The most plausible explanation is the one Marco Colombo offers on his website, merely an experimental art project designed to unnerve and unsettle. Colombo's involvement in the creepypasta community bolsters this hypothesis, as he is clearly a fan of shocking an audience. Moreover, OO390 references some ARG channels like Meat Sleep and I Can Taste the Walls. It's possible that this is simply an individual with a passion for horror who aspired to create a spine-chilling channel, and they've undoubtedly succeeded. However, some questions remain unanswered. If this is indeed merely a horror project, the act of filming individuals in public places without their consent seems unethical and potentially dangerous. Given that the suspected director is a street photographer and amateur documentarian, it's conceivable that the women featured are actually actors, yet the sheer number of appearances casts doubt on this theory. A disconcerting detail emerges in the Pet Monster video, which showcases a victim of Harvey Glattman, the notorious glamour girl slayer who lured models to his home for photo shoots before murdering them. This reference feels alarmingly familiar, coming from an alleged fashion photographer with a fixation on abduction and death. But perhaps this simply signifies effective art. Marco Colombo's website characterizes his videos as a collaboration with OO390. Might there be others involved? One YouTube commenter observed that the video exploring summer night streets was captured from the back of a car while the protagonist drove, hinting at the participation of a second person. A Reddit user noted another channel they suspected is linked to OO390. This account, named user9472, reportedly commented on a video about OO390, claiming they also resided in Milan and had collaborated with the user behind the account. Their channel features similarly disquieting content. Could this enigmatic figure be the elusive second person, or is it merely an alternate account for Colombo? OO390 remains a haunting enigma, though we may have unmasked the likely creator behind this disturbing YouTube channel. Questions continue to linger, from the eerie content to unsettling connections. OO390 serves as a stark reminder that in this vast digital landscape, there are places where the line between fiction and reality begins to blur, leaving us only to ponder the depths of darkness that lie between.